Good morning. So picking up where I left off, quick recap. Um, Left the cabinet shop, took a salesman and another worker, started a business, lasted 6 months, and the salesman shut everything down. So now it's it's December. Um, my dad was in the process of building a house, and so I jumped on board with him. It was quite humbling. Um, I went from this big manager of a new startup business to just kind of a roustabout, whatever was needed. And I pretty much stayed doing that probably 6 months. Um, I started right when they were pouring the slab. When the house began to come to an end, started having to try and figure out what was next. And so I decided to reach out to one of the customers of that salesman. And as it turns out, he was a home builder in Alexandria and he was hard up for a trim carpenter. So I went and met with him and we walked through this $300,000 house, probably about 2,500 square foot. And he says, "Hey, I need someone to install crown molding, baseboard, install the interior doors, shelving in the closets. Can you do that?" And I said, "Absolutely. Whatever you need. What are you paying?" And I think he paid like 50 cents a square foot. And so I agreed to do the job. I did not have any equipment, so I had to borrow my dad's air compressor and nailers. I had a miter saw, I think, but I started working for him. It went well. I did a house, made pretty good money, and then went on to do all of his houses for the next pretty much 2 years. Um, and then during that time, I had met another contractor that did either more high-end houses, and that's when Superior Woodwork was born. So up until that point, I was just sole proprietor, no business or anything. But the other contractor required insurance, workman's comp, general liability, and so I decided just to take the plunge, start a business, get the insurance. Um, we got the first job, and I did quite a few projects for him. Um, that was in 2008 was when Superior Woodwork started as a trim company. I wanted to do cabinets, but at that point the equipment required seemed unattainable. Um, After doing that for a couple of years, my wife got pregnant with our first daughter, and I kind of had fallen out of love with trim work. It was you had to be on site. It was difficult to scale. I didn't really like the work very much. Um, Working for rich people is also a challenge, and so I kind of got to another point where I didn't really know what to do or where to go, and the pressure of being a dad kind of made me feel like I needed to get some stability. So about 2 years later, I think this would have been 2010-ish. I went to the contractor that I've been working for, and I told him, "Look, man, I'm sorry, I'm shutting down." And I had gotten a job back with the cabinet shop that I had started with in high school. Same people. They hired me on, and so that chapter came to an end after about 2 years, and I went back to work for the man. And I'll explain tomorrow how that went. Have a good one.